In Matthew 25, we read 3 stories of judgment. There are those who enter into the joy of the Master, join the marriage feast, and inherit the kingdom. The rest end up in fire, weeping and gnashing their teeth. In all our stories, there is no one operating under the assumption they are going to the place of fire. In the first story, we have those waiting for the bridegroom, who end up in the fire. In the second, we have the one who knew what his master was like and feared him. In the third, we have those wondering how they neglected ministering to the Lord. They all want to justify themselves, or as in the story of the lamps and oil, they are trying to save themselves, making up for their lack. We have the women who go off to buy oil and then aren't there, and certainly aren't ready when the bridegroom comes. All the women were asleep when he came. They all had to quickly prepare, all trimming their wicks. They all had some light. It was just that some said their lights were going out. Jesus doesn't say to them, "I never knew you," just, "I do not know you." Our knowing of Jesus is through the Spirit in us. It's the Spirit life in us that gives us our eternal life. He is our guarantee. He's the oil. He can't be bought for us except with the blood of Christ. In the parable of the talents, one is afraid, and so does nothing with what the Master gave him. He had the wrong kind of fear of God. The right kind drives us to God and to action. In the description of the final judgment, the judgment is based on what the people had done or not done for the least of these. There's no pleading the blood or stating the doctrine of atonement. There's no pleading that you went to church or performed miracles. There's a look back on how you treated the needy, especially of the household of God. The needy are listed as those hungry and thirsty, those naked, those imprisoned, and the foreigner. You aren't going to earn your salvation by doing prison ministry or feeding the poor, but a heart that loves God and loves others is a heart that cares for the poor.